Thank you, Chairman. Firstly, I take this podium to acknowledge every one of us, echo the same acknowledgement by my President. I also extend gratitude to the Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape, your Cabinet Ministers, our Chief Secretary, every one of us, all of our distinguished guests. Welcome to this Bougainville session. So basically, my presentation is about Bougainville open for investment. Yes, our presentation outcome goes as introduction, basically looking at the restoration of government services back to Bougainville. Also the Bougainville Vision 2052, that is a pathway towards, nation building in Bougainville, and looking at what are the opportunities that we have in Bougainville, and finally the conclusion and few acknowledgements that we wish to make in this podium. Thank you. So whilst Bougainville is open for business and investment, we can say that, whilst the rest of Papua New Guinea is almost 50 to 60 years old in terms of the government machinery and institutions, it is not the same for us in the autonomous region of Bougainville. That ABG is just 19 years old. And following the bloody 10-year conflict, we've been reduced to ground zero and to basic humanity. So with that comes with great challenges that we have back on the ground in terms of reestablishing the institutions. So whilst the rest of Papua New Guinea has gone beyond, we are still making our way into bringing those opportunities that we have on Bougainville. So it has taken us 19 years for the restoration of all government machinery and services, like opening up of health centers, education institutions, law and order, infrastructure like roads, bridges, wharves, airports, and public utilities with communication. And this continues today. But it was also gave us an opportunity to go back and plant our cocoa trees, plant our coconut trees, to go back and make a conducive environment for us in the communities that we live in. So with the formation of the ABG in 2005, there was a lot of work that was done in terms of establishing and bringing the government services and institutions into the communities, but also strengthening the ABG as an institution of government. So with the formation of the ABG, we embark on the restoration of government services, which meant restoring of normalcy and return of government services back to Bougainville, and including, reconciling, conducting reconciliations, peace within fractional elements in Bougainville. And these were former enemies. With that formation of government also comes with the drawdown of powers and functions from Waigani to Bougainville, pursuant to the constitutional arrangements under Part 14 of the Constitution of the Independent State of Papua New Guinea. It also meant enactment of relevant laws to assume powers and functions that are available in the Constitution, available to Bougainville. It also meant establishing the public service machinery for us in Bougainville. And this came about in 2015, working with Waigani working with the national government, we were able to establish the public service missionary as a delivery of public service institutions in Bougainville. And it also it also involved establishment of key institutions. For example, like the Department of Mining that we have in the autonomous region of Bougainville. Key institutions like the Bougainville Commodities Regulation, which is taking over powers and functions of Cocoa Board. Key institutions like the Bougainville, Arts, Culture, Tourism Authority that is taking over, powers and functions responsible for, the tourism industry in Bougainville. So, with the formation of the ABG in 2005, it also entailed, the ongoing consultations between Waigani and ABG on Bougainville's political settlement, following the overwhelming 97.7 vote by Bougainvilleans for independence. So this was more the framework that came about with the formation of the ABG in 2005, beg your pardon. So I guess Bougainville has come this far. We are establishing institutions, a lot of the work that's been done. But I guess we are also at a critical juncture of our journey. And that is, we want to embark on the next phase, and that is the nation building in Bougainville. An era that we want to, embark on looking at the socio-economic drivers that we have. So it includes, with the Bougainville Vision 2052 is the blueprint that sets out the aspirations and directions for Bougainville in the next 30 years. Conceptualizing the Bougainville Vision 2052 is the Bougainville Integrated Strategic Development Plans. And it's a plan that, being worked together between, the political leadership in Waigani and the ABG, including, our regional member and the Minister for Internal Security. So it's a conceptualizing of all framework putting together in having that long-term vision for socio-economic development. So underpinning the Bougainville Integrated Development Strategic Plan are 15 corporate department plans within the departments in the administration. So the pathway to nation building also meant redefining Bougainville's relationship with Papua New Guinea. And I think this is very important as well because both governments, the ABG and the national government, through our Honorable Prime Minister and the President, have brought in a moderator. And one of the core functions or elements of the moderator is to facilitate a process towards a political settlement. So I guess all this comes together. So thank you. In terms of nation building, what we mean includes, things like establishment of key government institutions. And these are very critical for us in Bougainville. It also includes, making land available, availability of land for economic growth. And we have a lot of land in Bougainville. We've got enormous, plantations, state land, alienated land from north to south. And in this next phase, we want to make those land available. The government is working with the institutions to have this as a strong basis for the economic growth. We also focused on, the law and order issues. And I guess, with the national government supporting and with our development partners, the emphasis for having a strong rule of law with strong law enforcing agencies and institutions is critical. It also looks at the regulatory mechanisms. In order for us to assume more responsibility, assume more power and function, you need to regulate it. So I guess those are critical for us. And in terms of investment, we are looking at investing in key enabling infrastructure and public utilities, which we are working with our national government counterparts to be able to go into the era that we Bougainvilleans and the government think that we can build back the community, harness the potential that we Bougainvilleans and the people have going forward. So in terms of what are the opportunities that we have on Bougainville, and whilst Bougainville is open for investment, we have exploration opportunities, and as my president has alluded to, BCL has been issued with an exploration license over Panguna. BCL is a majority Bougainville owned, and which in due course commitment has been made by the national government for the transfer of the remaining shares, where ABG and Bougainvilleans will be the majority shareholders. Currently, there are 5 exploration licenses in Bougainville being issued, and BCL and other companies will likely look for joint venture partners as we embark on this exercise. There is also opportunity for Bougainville in terms of financial institutions, to serve our banking needs, and we would welcome that. We welcome the new announcements of commercial banks in Papua New Guinea, in the country, and we look forward to working with those institutions. And also, private institutions are also welcome, to fund specific projects. We've got, World Bank partnering with few others in terms of some of the roads that are happening, being upgraded. So, those opportunities are there, and we would, embark and welcome others to come on board. So while many ongoing projects and infrastructure, are being put with our partners, we welcome development of, major infrastructure as well in terms of roads, jetties, ports, airstrips, but also critically important is urban development plans. We really want to put proper mechanisms to design the urban towns and cities, urban towns, so that, there is proper utilities as well. So those are opportunities that we have on Bougainville, as well as the social safeguarding aspect, given lessons learned in Panguna, and, one strong environmental protection provisions in all partner with, in all partnerships that we want to build. Also want to protect, our women, children, and land owners more broadly. One community service elements built into, contracts so that, we can have, benefit streams going down to the community. We also emphasizing on a strong local content in terms of the land owners, in terms of activities, in terms of major projects. There is key emphasis on having local participation. And I guess, Bougainvilleans, they are really keen for this. And there is also a strong focus on renewable energy with a blue-green economy. And, in Bougainville, there is great, potential for renewable energy, such as solar, wind, and hydropower generation. And, we've developing a strong, focus on a blue-green framework for us within the region. And I guess those are, opportunities that we look forward to. So basically, by way of conclusion, on behalf of, the ABG, I want to say that although, the opportunities are there, we have a responsibility. We are opening the environment on the ground, building up institutions, the regulatory mechanisms. we are talking with PNG Power, talking with the Papua New Guinea Investment Corporation. We would be signing few MOUs beginning next year for us to create that economic landscape and to inject energy into the socio-economic settings. So, I want to extend, on behalf of the IBG, I want to say thank you to the national government, our Prime Minister, James Marape, Honorable James Marape, and also all the past leaders, I guess. Very important in terms of the peace process that has come about. Played very significant role for us to come this far, and for the ongoing continued support in rebuilding Bougainville. Our thank you also to the government of Australia, New Zealand, they're on the ground, as well as the government of Japan. They built very quality bridges on Bougainville. We look forward for more engagement at that level, and also our multilateral partners like the UN bodies, EU, World Bank, and other financiers that continue to support us in the autonomous region. At this juncture, I also want to take, on behalf of our people, the PNG Co, Mr. Anthony Sumare, and everyone at PNG Co, thank you for giving us the opportunity to make presentation in this very prestigious investment forum. So, one time this la. Thank you, bigla thank you blomi plana. Sampla olitok nigantona, sampla olitok tampara mata, mipla sampla tok mau manimerago. Thank you.